Hello, YouTube. This is Dr. Dave Maslak talking to you about reciprocity.com. And today I wanted to actually give you some progress. This is about 30 days into a challenge where I'm trying to do a video every single day. I'm going to try to do that for hopefully 90 days or 120 days, just to see what would happen. I've seen some other people do this, and it's actually pretty remarkable what ends up happening. And it appears, I wanted to show this here, it appears that there is progress being made when I do this. So this is 30 days in. By the time you're actually going to see this, it's going to be a couple of days away. It'll be a week from now. I'm recording this early to make sure that I get it done because the week will get busy for me. So if you could see here, I wanted to start with actually the reason why I'm trying to do the 30 or the 90-day challenge, 120-day challenge, is to just get the word out there. And there's two really important things that does. It makes sure that it first you need to get a certain amount of material on the search engines, so it starts actually crawling and people in the search engines realize that there is a site there. And it's one of the troubles that I had initially when I started this. It launched in October, and I just was not getting any particular traction. I did Google AdWords, and I found that was actually really expensive, which I could have continued to do that, but it was quite expensive, and I wasn't, the second thing I wanted to point out, it wasn't building any sort of, community, which is actually probably the biggest thing with doing something that's new and novel and different, is I want to build a community with this platform, and the only way that I can do that is to do these videos to get you involved and make sure that you are doing all that you can do, because that's actually how these things actually get built, these new and unusual things, is that a community actually starts being developed behind it, and people get excited and they see that there's actually something going on behind this, and that's why I'm focusing on doing these YouTube channels. So I want to get into just the basic analytics so you could see what's going on. This is from my YouTube channel here. This is for the last 90 days. The number of this is the watch time in the last 90 days. You could see there actually is pretty steady growth going all the way. I do have a small ad campaign. Some of you are probably following along based on that ad campaign. I'm spending anywhere between $5 to $10 a day, depending on what's happening, on just doing display video ads. And I just have one sort of silly video. It's not my best, but it's a video and it's short. And that was the key thing that I wanted to do, is make sure it's really short. So I'm not annoying too many people, because I know these videos are sometimes annoying if you don't want that. But some of you who are following along, thank you so much for following along and paying attention to those videos. It does help. So I do have, and it's not going to show up here, but I have 105 subscribers at this point, which is amazing. It's so cool to see that there are so many people actually following along with this. It's more than I thought what would happen. And you could see that, so over time, the watch time has steadily increased. I'm starting to see these sort of highs increase over time. So this is back in the end of May. And then right about here, I started to do, actually, sorry, it was right about here I started to do this YouTube challenge. You can see it's actually decreasing. And I think the reason why it's decreasing is I changed my schedule. So I was publishing every couple of days, putting something out every Thursday, and then maybe 1 or 2 days other than that. You can see that's basically where these peaks are, was when I would put out something on Thursday, but then I started doing every day. And I think some people got a little bit annoyed that I was doing it on a daily basis, which is fine. I totally get that. But I'm trying to get as much material out there as possible so it could start searching that material, or the search engines could start searching that material. And you can see that there are these peaks starting to happen. This is a pretty dramatic peak. You can see it's actually increasing. The high is increasing over time. If I go to growth, so this is the number of minutes, which is incredible. 120 minutes per day, that's 2 hours that people are watching, whereas way back here, I can show you a longer span in a minute, but way back here it was like 40 minutes a day. So um, it's pretty incredible that this actually is occurring. And you can see view time, for example. Let's see, number of views steadily increasing. This is where I actually changed, again, I changed my publishing schedule, as well as putting more, I changed some of the AdWords, or I changed the display ads that I was putting out. I sort of changed the settings there, and that decreased, but we're actually getting some increases again. I rechanged it back to some older settings. And this is truly amazing that this is occurring, that this went back to watch time. And I want to show you, so if I go to, let's do a 28-day average, and I go to show growth. Well, we could see what this, we calculate what the growth is. It's almost like 75% growth, I believe. Actually, it's 100% growth in that time period in the last 90 days. So that's really, really cool that that has happened, that there's been that much growth. And that's all I wanted to show you with the YouTube. The YouTube analytics, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for following along. You are helping. It is getting the word out there. It's really, really, really cool to see this. Maybe yeah. So now what I'm gonna go to is show you the website, and this is something that's interesting too, is that we're seeing a gradual, it's somewhat of a slow increase. Sometimes it goes down. I was actually paying beginning in May. I did a set of experiments. I could show you that. I did a set of experiments. This is some A/B testing that I was doing. And there was this dramatic increase that was in May. That was some A/B testing I was doing. I had some display ads that were running for that. But that probably, there was some residual from that in May. But if you don't account that and you look at a sort of gradual improvement over time, there is this sort of a slight trend of increasing traffic to the website, and I thank you so much. And I'm gonna go here. I wanted to show you the organic traffic, which is really cool. I showed you that in the last video when I first started doing these videos. Where is it? So I'm gonna go to acquisition, and I go to overview, and I'm gonna go to organic traffic, because this is, organic traffic is actually the search engine traffic, rather than the display ads that I have running, or people finding things on YouTube, which is part of organic traffic. But I also wanted to point this out, that there is a slow and steady increase. I'm going to actually increase this from 1 year ago, and you can see the trajectory that I'm going on. So this is when I started publishing the YouTube videos, was somewhere probably right around here, but I wasn't doing a lot of them. So this was in November. I was just doing it once in a while. And then I started doing them a little bit more steadily, a couple a week. And I also was doing pay-per-click advertising here, but that was really pretty expensive, to be honest. That was it was like $10 to $15 a day. And while it was somewhat effective, it was just pretty costly, and I don't think I could have kept at that rate all the way through for a long, long time before I could start actually building out this site. This is where I actually started doing the YouTube videos more aggressively, and here's when I started doing the challenge. You can see that it's pretty steady over time, and it is increasing over time. So this is really cool. This was before that. This was I just had a little placeholder site up, and then I had some stuff on there that was sort of displaying what was going on. But yeah, it's amazing. I wanted to thank you so much for helping out with this. You are doing so much, and without you helping out and pushing this forward, I would not be getting to the progress that we have made together. And that's all I wanted to say. And if you're doing anything like this, a sort of challenge or pushing out a new novel, different idea, just make sure that you stick with it. It's so incredibly important to stick with it. That's the central thing that you have to do. There's going to be many moments where it's going to be difficult and you're not going to want to do it. And not only on top of that, there's going to be lots of self-talk that you're going to think, oh, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? This is never going to work. As well as other people are going to say that you're crazy in one way, either they're going to look at you strange, or they're going to, maybe say the odd comment and stuff like that. It does happen. But just keep sticking with it, because you do get progress over time. And that's all I wanted to say. Have a good day. And if you like any of these videos, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every time you do that, it helps out, because other people get to see that there's other people following, as well as you're going to get these videos that I'm putting out on a regular basis now on how to not only write. Reciprocity is about writing, and peer editing is sort of a sharing economy proofreading application, but as well as I'm a business professor. So I actually put out videos, so sort of about small business and entrepreneurship and innovation. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you do subscribe. Oh, and I also put out videos of doing things on Fridays and Wednesdays, typically about research. And if you're interested in becoming a PhD, you can follow along and see what that's. So I have a lot of different things, but you can check out when they are. And thank you so much, and have a good day. Take care. Bye.